And let's check on, see who's going to get the free pass. It'll be the 39 of Ryan Newman, and a big break for him because remember his earlier problem when they had the contact with Logano.
Yeah, he did. He got those tires flat, and he had to make that whole lap around the racetrack and kind of tore up a lot of stuff, and they got it fixed, but they did lose a lap.
This will put him back on the tail end. He'll be 28th. And this is exactly what we were talking about.
Yeah, this is where they were battling for that 15th spot. Logano got a little bit loose, just clipped the left rear of Ryan Newman, sent him spinning. They had to do a lot of work on Ryan Newman's car.
So now,
and his team certainly rolling on. Now back in the garage, two drivers who were involved in a crash about 3/4 of the way through the race. Joey Logano on the left, or now on the right, and Ryan Newman on the left, having a post-race talk it out between them, and one trying to explain and one not looking like he's all that happy with the explanation. Let's go back and show you what happened here. This was at lap 148. Newman's in the 39 car. Logano's in the 20. They're racing for 15th spot.
And this is pure racing action to me. You see Logano getting loose right here. Let's take a look at this. He just gets loose, tries to catch it, gets up, and on the outside is Newman. I understand why Newman's upset. He got spun out. It wasn't his fault.
And he had a good race car, you know, right in front of him.
Yeah.
But you see Joey lose it actually back towards the corner, and the car is out of control, and he's trying to catch it. Just a racing incident, no doubt about it.
Logano wound up finishing in 10th position in the race. Newman wound up finishing in 23rd. Newman, one of those bubble guys in the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup. And as they continue to talk, it doesn't look like the conversation is going all that well. And with all those cameras around, that's probably something that their sponsor types would rather they take inside a truck somewhere. But officials stepping in there and saying, okay, boys, we let you have at it for a while. Now we've had enough.
It was just about the right time to do that because somebody was getting ready to get punched just right then.
I've heard that phrase from you before.
Yeah, and I've watched it before, so I know what I'm talking about.
What are those conversations like between two? Now, put me on both sides. When you're the guy that had the bobble and hit somebody else and you're trying to explain yourself and he's not hearing it.
Well, yeah, I mean, Newman's the one that got spun out, and he's not liking it a bit, you know, and he knows that, you know, Logano's been involved in some altercations. He's a young guy early in his career, so he's probably got that in the back of his mind a little bit, but all he knows is, hey, I'm cruising along the outside, this kid hits me in the left for a quarter. What he doesn't see is the interview that we just saw, the replay.
Maybe he'll take a look at that, Ryan Newman will, and see that it was an accident. I mean, Joey didn't mean to get into it. Dave, you got a little more for us down there on Joey Logano?
Well, Joey's decided to come over and sign some autographs with the folks, and I suppose that's to cool off just a little bit. What's your side of the story there that you were trying to tell Ryan?
I was just wondering why he races everyone so hard all the time. You know, I'm not the only one that says it every week, and, you know, of everyone out there, he's the hardest one to pass. And I don't understand why when there's 70 laps to go at a 2-mile racetrack. It's a long ways to go. And, you know, if someone races me clean, I race him back. You know, me and Junior did it earlier in the race. He passed me, and he's trying to pass the cars in front of me. I helped him pass him. I got back to him, he let me go. You know, that's just kind of how this, I found that it works. And if you give someone respect, you get that back. But he just races everyone hard. I mean, you asked his boss, Tony Stewart, you know, I mean, he races him hard. I don't understand it, but, you know, he's been doing it a lot longer than me, so. I don't know. I tried to talk to him about it, but I don't know. I didn't get nowhere.
Racing purists might say the idea is to stay ahead of the other guy, but you think it's misplaced.
Well, you know, there's a time to race. You know, when you're running 400 miles, 500 miles, why do we got to race each other, you know, so early in the race? You know, so it's just frustrating, you know, when you're trying to get by someone at that point. You know, it wasn't a big deal whether we passed each other or not at that point, you know, so, you know, most times if fast cars behind me, I let him go, and hopefully I get that back later. But, you know, I've done it with him a lot, you know, so he'd get behind me, I let him go. But he just, I don't know what to tell you. I wish I could talk to him and figure it out, but I think maybe we have to calm down first and then talk about it.
All right, thanks for the comments, Joey. Marty? Or Alan, sorry.
Okay, David, thanks. So Joey Logano signing for the fans on his way out of the racetrack. Ryan Newman did walk off and did not wish to comment on his side of the issue there.